What's up, FPS family? We're back today with another guide for you on how to win more games. Make sure you stay tuned for the whole video because I think tip 3 is my favorite tip. Now, this is probably one of the biggest asked questions for all content creators is how do I win more ranked games? And usually the answer is improving your mechanical skills, whether it be aim, game sense, character mastery. But today, I've got the biggest kept secret on how to win more games. You ready for this? It's so simple, yet it'll have such a big impact on how you play the game, and I guarantee you it's going to cause you to win more games. The big secret is you need to fix your attitude. And what I mean by that is you have to be aware of your mental health as you play this game. See, many times you can be in a bad mental state by what someone said or what someone's doing, or your teammates are just not playing well, and it could set you up to do poorly because you're in that mental state. At the same time, have you ever had those games where you're just doing so good, you're not even trying, and you're just steamrolling? You're in that flow, in that state, and that's also a mental zone. And many times you could get in and out of these zones, and if you practice and focus on these things, you could learn how to get out of the zone when you are doing poorly. Tip number 1 is accept that it's just a game. You know, even though you're playing ranked, whether you rank up, whether you reach Immortal, whether you reach Radiant, whether you D-rank, at the end of the day, it's not going to affect your life. If you are so focused on ranked that it becomes your life, you have to step back and realize this is just a game. I guarantee you the moment you let go of being so obsessed with your rank, you're going to climb. Tip 2, stop being so toxic. And I don't mean this when I say toxic, I don't mean you flame your team like crazy, but try not to point out your teammates' flaws, but ask them how they could have done something better or why they did something the way they did. I was playing in a game recently where we were playing on split, and I had two teammates that peaked A, and well, frankly, one of them peaked and the other one didn't. As soon as he died, he starts flaming the guy for baiting him. Why is he baiting him? He's such a horrible teammate. He's the worst teammate he's ever had. And this is like round 5. The game's barely started. This dude's like going at him crazy. And from that point on, this same person was just flaming everyone all game. I had to end up muting him. But at that moment, that dude could have simply asked why he didn't swing with him. And later on, it came out that when we were talking again amongst each other, once that guy was already muted, the teammate didn't even realize he was going to swing and he had his smokes out. And the guy didn't even let him explain. He just started going off on him. Simply giving him the chance to explain that he had his smokes out could have stopped that and could have stopped the snowball effect of everyone's morale getting destroyed and us doing so poorly in the game. Another instance, we were playing a game where our bottom frag was going 0 and 11, and our whole team was super supportive about it. We're like, we get it, you're having a bad day, don't worry, you'll do better, you'll get better, it's alright, this isn't the end of the game. We were losing at that point, and next half, this guy just popped off. He ended up top fragging. He went from 0 and 11 to top frag, and it's because instead of being toxic and calling him trash, garbage, we ended up supporting him, and we were able to get him out of that mental state of doing poorly to the flow state, and he was able to excel in the game. And that just shows how something as simple as supporting your teammates can make a massive difference in the game. And that is a great leadway to our final tip, and that's learn to stay out of or learn to get out of that bad mental state. I was watching a Peak not too long ago. Actually, this is probably a while ago. But if I can find this clip, I'll play it now.
Nice try.
And in this clip, you see that Peak is left alone and he ends up losing the 1v1. At the end of the clip, he says nice try to himself, and it kind of sounds funny at first when you think about it. He's complimenting himself, but if you think about it deeper, you realize that in this situation where most people would be angry with themselves and maybe upset and be like, oh, I should have won that was such an easy 1v1, rile themselves up and get them into that lower state, Peak actually lifts himself up by saying nice try to himself. This keeps him in that good mental state and keeps his mental health in check throughout the round. If you guys don't watch Peak, make sure to check out his channel. He is a great content creator and a very wholesome person in general. If you found these tips helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out. Comment down below what you think the biggest mental improvement you can make to your game is, and I'll catch you next episode. Peace out.